Hope you enjoy it. So we're going to first kind of have a look at the Unchain My Heart chord changes for the whole song. That way we can better understand why they're doing what they do in the beginning. This song has only got 4 chords in it. It's got an A minor 7th, okay, which is A minor, and then the 7th. We're going to be playing it on the bottom. So here's your A minor, there's your 7th. A D minor 7th. Instead of playing it up here, we'll keep it a little lower so it sounds a little better, but there's your D minor and your 7. I'm going to play it down here though. It's a little better sounding voice-wise. And then an A minor 7. And then he goes back and forth from the D minor 7th to the A minor 7th a bunch of times. And then there's a turnaround, and this turnaround is F and an E. You could play it F7, E7, and then A minor 7. But generally they don't. They're going to do some little more extended chords, so let's talk about that. So again, let's look at our chords. We've got an A minor 7th, a D minor 7th, and we go back and forth a bunch of times with that. Then we go to an F 7th. We're going to change that one here in just a minute. An E 7th, and then an A minor 7th. So that's the whole song. So let's look at what they do on that turnaround. Turnaround means the chords that are bringing us back to the beginning. That F. So here's an F 7th, as I showed you. 1, 3, 5, and 7. What we're going to do is we're going to add the 9th. So if we were playing an F scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to put that 9th on top, which is a G. And because we only have so many fingers, we're going to drop the F. We don't need it because it's in the bass. And we get this chord right here called an F 9th. If you already know it, thank you for your patience. I just wanted to make sure we covered it in case you didn't know what that was. So there's your F 9th. And then what he does is he comes down, and this time instead of just going to an E 7th, again he makes it a little more interesting. He goes to another 9th, but let me show you what happens. If we took everything down a half step and played an E 7th, E 9th, it'd look like this. Okay, which is still a pretty cool chord. You could go, hey my heart, and then back, and that'd work fine. But he goes, now instead of just playing a regular 9th here, which would look like this, he does a sharped 9th, okay, which takes the 9th, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, so here's our normal, I messed up, normal 9th, and he sharps it. So what you get here now is A flat, B, D, and a G on top, which gives you an E sharped 9th. It's a very bluesy sounding chord. So let's go over those 2 chords again. The F, 9th, you're playing the 3rd, which is an A, the 5th, which is a C, the 7th, which is an E flat, and the 9th, which is a G. You're playing Unchain My Heart. Then we're going to go to an E sharped 9th. Sharped 9th, meaning instead of this 9th, we go to this one. See, we're taking the 9th and we're upping it. So that is an E, a B, a D, and a G. End result sounds like this. Okay, it's a little more bluesy than just playing the 7ths. Now, one thing to keep in mind is very often on the 7th, what they'll do is they'll skip on the sharp 9ths rather. Here's your F 9th. When they go to the E sharped 9th, very often they'll just drop this 5th right here. So it ends up looking like this. Got a lot of bite to that chord. So we're playing this 5th in here, you just dump it. So you get this kind of a sound. Do the same thing, let's do something like that with the A minor 7th as well. So here's the A minor 7th, if we're just playing it during the song. As I said, we're taking the 7th and putting it on the bottom here. If we play it, but we drop the tonic, that's the main note, the A, we get what looks kind of like a C chord over an A. Again, has a little more bite than just this. Okay, so the introduction, let's take you through that. Now you know the chords, here's the introduction. Unchain my heart. He just takes the A minor 7th and he rolls it. That means you just take your hands and go like this. Set me free. Now we're going to do the same thing to a D minor 7th. By the way, let's get those really quickly. G, A, C, and E. Now we're going to go to the D minor 7th and do the same thing. That is, again, the octave is just rolling, the left hand is just rolling octaves. Here we've got an F, an A, a C, and a D. Set me free. Now, here what we're going to do is we're going to do that little cool little riff. And what he does here, to kind of show you how he does this, he's basically going to take these chords and come down. I'm just going to give them to you and you can work them out. He does a little... That's what it is. That's the riff, but let's look at what it is. That's just an A minor. Just drag your thumb, and your right hand comes in and picks up an A minor. Again, I've taken the 5th and put it on the bottom. So A minor. Now, we're basically going to go down kind of an A scale or A blues or whatever, but what we're going to do is do it with chords. So here we've got an A minor chord. Then we're going to think a G chord. That's D, G, and B. By the way, that's not really so much a G chord as we're coming down the scale with thirds and fourths, but we'll call it a G chord because that's what it looks like. Then we're going to go to another A minor, and that's C, E, and A. So there's our first 3 chords. Now we're going to come down and pick up that chord that looks like the A minor 7th we were playing in the beginning, except without the 1, without the A. Looks like a C chord. Here's this regular C chord. Then we go to a D minor, then another C, and then to an A minor 7th, which we hold. End result. A minor, G, A minor, C, D minor, C, he goes to the F ninth because they skip doing the D and A back and forth in the introduction, so he goes right to the F ninth. That's all he does. Nothing fancy there. You're just holding the F ninth and rolling the inner. If you like, you can add extra notes in the bass. It's not really important. You can add any of the ninths if you wanted, but really that's it. Just playing the F ninth. Now again, here you can do a 7th or sharped ninth. You can either do this or that one better, even though he I think on the video he went down to the 7th here. And now we're going to do the little line. Now this, in order to explain this one to you, it's a really simple line to learn. Let's just real quickly run over, since this is an A, let's look at the A blues for a minute. That's A, C, D, E flat, E, G, A, G, E, E flat, D, C, A. Okay, we need to kind of know what that is because we're going to kind of use that in this riff. Really what he's doing, he's using an A blues coming down. But what he does is kind of a cool, it's kind of a country lick. What you do is you first learn how to do this. I'm going to give you the left hand, the lead line first. It goes like this. I'll play it here, then I'll show you how it comes down the piano. It looks like this. We can actually start it. He actually starts it up there, but we'll skip that for now. Okay, so how it looks is this. You hit that together. Excuse me. So together, you're going to hit the G and the C with this first finger, or what you'd call a second finger if you're doing it that way, and your little finger. Then your middle finger goes, and your first finger goes, and your thumb goes. So together it sounds like this. Again. Done quickly. There's only one hit with 2 fingers, and that's the first one. Now we're going to do the exact same phrase, but instead of being in this A minor 7th position here, we're going to kind of come down and pick up kind of a C minor, really an A blues, but C minor concept. Okay? So it's C, D, E flat, and G. But other than that, we do the exact same phrase. We hit together with the 1 and with the first finger and the little finger. Okay? So this fingers are going. That's all it is. D, E flat, D, C, but we hit the G with it. So the end result is the whole phrase going down octave after octave is first the A minor position and the C minor position. Then we repeat that. But we start up here. that till you get bored. That's basically what he does. And then when he gets all done, he's going to now go down the A blues. That's all he does. That's A, G, D, E flat, D, C, and then an octave. You can't see it on the camera there, but an octave on the low A. So the end result sounds like this. Then you get to the main part of the song, and you unchain my heart, set me free. The whole tune is just those chords, and that's your opening. And the part that really makes it swing for you is learning those little glissandos. It's a gospel thing. And the rolling, and then of course this little kind of country all the way down there. Cool.
Can you go through that half speed, that country lick?
Yeah, let's do that really slowly. Okay, so here you go, Chris. What it does is you're going to go... So it hits together. Then just repeat that. And then what you're going to do is go down the blues. A, G, E, E flat, and then kind of a slide to the D, off the E flat, C, big octave on the down, all together. There you go. One couple more details in case you're curious. If you want to extend those out a bit more, you can do kind of a cool thing. Your F ninth, you can go up here and do what they call a C minor major, which gives you a really kind of a cool kick. If you want to play around with that on the F ninth, it's kind of fun. It's an E flat, G, a B, and a D. It's actually a C minor major ninth. If you want to care minor major, but we just, whatever it is, it's basically you're extending that ninth all the way up to a really kind of a Pink Pantherish kind of a thing. And then on the E, if you want to take, instead of the sharp ninth, you can use an altered chord, which means we've altered everything in the chord. That one looks like this, and so for an E chord it would be a D, a G, an A flat, G sharp, either way you look at that, or C. So Unchain Your Heart normally sounds like, you would change it to this. Basically the same idea, but it kind of gives you an extra extension. Just for bonus.